I don't know what all these things mean, but I guess we're about to find out together. Hello, my bestie boos. Welcome back to my channel. I'm TheMomLatrice, and today I'm going to be talking about the Commodity brand of perfumes. Commodity is a new brand that I hadn't really heard a lot about, but I've lately been hearing about Commodity Milk, Commodity Gold especially. And so I wanted to see what they're all about, and you know your girl is going to try out fragrances for you so you don't waste your coin. So I picked up the Scent Space Edit sampler set at Sephora, and I'm going to be doing a initial impression of these fragrances. So let's get into this video. So yeah, I picked this up at Sephora. It says that Commodity was brought to life by a Kickstarter campaign in 2013. And if you don't know what Kickstarter is, it's like a crowdfunding website where you can put your ideas out there and then people can send you money to kind of fund your idea. So I didn't even know that they were a Kickstarter campaign, which is kind of cool, you guys. And so they have Scent Space. So they said they kind of started this Scent Space Edit idea where you can decide what kind of fragrance you want to wear. So Scent Space Personal is defined as a soft, ethereal and luxurious fragrances that cling to the skin only to be noticed by you and the few you allow close. Obviously, these are scents that you don't want anyone to really smell you around you. You just want to be smelled by people that are super close to you. So these are, I guess, supposed to be skin scents. Scent Space Expressive is defined as balanced, easy to wear fragrances that won't overpower a room. These are for you and the many around you. So these are moderate projecting fragrances. Scent Space Bold is a powerhouse fragrance that refuse to go unnoticed. These will be noticed by you and everyone in the room. And that's my kind of fragrance. So that's really interesting. I didn't even know that they had this Scent Space idea, but I love it because sometimes you want your fragrance to scream. Sometimes you want a beast mode fragrance that's gonna be recognized before you walk in the room, okay? Sometimes you want a fragrance that's not going to be too bold, and sometimes you just want a skin scent. You want to be soft because you're in a small house or you're in an intimate environment. So I love that. So let's get into these fragrances, okay? So let's start out with Scent Space Personal. So they say Scent Space Personal is for like skin scents that you don't want to be too bold, too overpowering for the space that you're in. And the ones that are described as Scent Space Personal are Book and Paper. So yeah, let's start out with those. So Book, this one. Book is described as woody, aromatic, and powdery. And I love a woody fragrance. I love a powdery fragrance. The notes for Book are Virginia cedar, palisander, rosewood, eucalyptus, bergamot. There's cypress, amyris, amber, and then the bottom notes are sandalwood, musk, and velvet. Sounds like something I would like. Okay, so we're gonna find out. Let's go. And I love how they have this in here, Scent Space Edit. Look, and inside of here they have this where you can make your little notes. I love that so much. Oh great, this is perfect. So I'm gonna tear these off so that I can give my honest review and I don't like contaminate the testing, because this is a scientific experiment, okay? We have to be very specific about this because I have to give you guys honest reviews. And how can I do that if I start mixing everything up? So I love this. I should have did this before I started this video, but of course not. Why would I ever do anything that makes any kind of sense? Okay, Scent Space Personal Commodity Book. We're gonna start out with Book. Let's spray it. It's very woody. It's also very powdery. It kind of goes up my nose a little bit. Kind of feeling in the back of my throat. It's very pretty. Now, Commodity, I believe, are clean fragrances. It's kind of starting to go away already. I smell the cedar in there for sure. That's the first thing that I smell. It's very strong cedar. So it is extremely woody. It's a little bit fresh, I do smell the bergamot in there. I do smell a little bit of that musk. I also smell the sandalwood. Very pretty, guys. I'm trying to think what this smells similar to. To me, it leans masculine. Now, you know, I say wear what you want when you want, but to me, this is a little masculine. The woodiness is really, really strong in here. If you're not a big fan of woody fragrances, you probably won't like this. It is fresh, but the woodiness is the first thing that I noticed about this. And then you kind of feel the musk. You kind of get a little bit of that sandalwood. But first and foremost, this is wood. This is a woody, ambery fragrance. It's light. It's definitely a skin scent. So I do see why they say it's scent space personal, because it's not very strong. You will not be able to smell this like if you're sitting in your office cubicle. Nobody next to you is going to be able to smell you. This is a skin scent type of fragrance for sure, but it's very pretty. So this is not going to be like a long review because these are just my initial opinions. But yeah, it's a woody, fresh, woody fragrance. Not strong at all. It's actually already starting to disappear on the paper. But yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, next let's try Paper. Now this one is described as a woody, ambery, musky fragrance. This is also the scent space personal, so it's going to be a skin scent. Let me find my little paper. I love this, guys. I love that they let you put the notes on here so you can decide what you want to get. Let's see. This is interesting. Okay, so the notes on here are listed as ISO-E Super. What is that? Sandalwood, amber, woodsy notes, and vetiver. I smell the woodsy notes. I also pick up on that vetiver. It is a musky fragrance. I don't know where that musk is coming from because musk is not listed in here. What is ISO-E Super? Let me look this up. Okay, so it's saying that ISO-E Super, the note is described as a synthetic, woody, cozy, ambery, musky note. So that's where that's coming from. It's a molecular fragrance. So it's like those fragrances that are supposed to like change on your skin. Le Labo, Another 13 is also one that this kind of smells similar to. I think it also has that ISO-E Super note in there, because I am getting Le Labo, Another 13 vibes from this one. It's very pretty, but again, it is very light. It's definitely a skin scent. It smells really woody, but not woody like book, okay? It smells woody like Le Labo, Another 13. It smells very aromatic, like airy, a little champagne-y kind of vibe, like bubbly, like it'll tickle the back of your nose. That's kind of what this smells like. It's super pretty. I would love to give this a wear test. But yeah, it is a skin scent. It's not a beast mode. It's kind of whispering in the background. Like if someone walks by you, they would be able to smell you, but it's not going to be like, oh, what is that you're wearing? No, they would have to be sitting next to you. They would have to be talking to you. They would have to be really, really in your personal space for them to smell this. But this is super, super pretty. And I'm interested in doing like a full wear test on it. So I definitely think I'm going to do that for you guys. I know I just posted my favorite fig fragrances. So I did like an in-depth review of my fig fragrances. So please check that out if you have not already done so. If you guys are interested in me doing a full wear test and like a super detailed review on these fragrances, I will definitely do that for you guys. Just let me know in the comments below if that's something that you're interested in. I'll definitely do it, but it's a lot of work, y'all. It's a lot of work. So if you're not interested in it, I'm not gonna do it. But yeah, this is really pretty and I'm really interested in trying it out more. Okay, up next we're getting into Scent Space Expressive. Now these are the ones that I hear about the most, okay? This is Commodity Milk and Commodity Gold. I hear about these so much, you guys, and these are the ones that made me really interested to try out Commodity fragrances, because I've heard so much about Gold And I've heard even more about milk, and I love a milky lactonic fragrance. So I'm like, you know what, let me go ahead and give these a try, because I'm always looking for unique fragrances, something that I can add to my collection that maybe I don't have a lot of. And so that made me really interested to try these. Now it says Scent Space Expressive is a balanced, easy to wear fragrance that won't overpower a room. They're for you and the many around you. So I guess these are not going to be overpowering. These are not going to be beast mode fragrances. These are going to be fragrances that someone around you can smell. I'm hoping the sillage is going to be good too on these, but again, I'm not sure. So I'm going to give these a try. Gold is described as an ambery, powdery vanilla fragrance. And I love an ambery, powdery vanilla. So this sounds like it's going to be right up my alley. Okay. Okay, this is interesting because I don't smell much. The notes on, let me check the notes. The notes on this are musk, juniper, vanilla amber, sandalwood, and benzoin. Now, I do know that benzoin in fragrances is something that sometimes I don't pick up on it. Let me spray some more. Y'all, I can barely smell this. I've heard that this is so pretty. I've heard, you know, so many people say how good this is. I didn't really want to spray any of this on my skin, but I guess I'm gonna have to, because this one I can't really smell. When I first smell it, it's like the top note is musk. Now, musk is supposed to smell like skin. It's supposed to be like that kind of quality to it. And I guess I do get kind of like a clean skin vibe from this fragrance. But other than that, I'm not picking up on a whole lot of notes. I'm not really picking up on that vanilla. I'm not really picking up on the amber. I pick up on the benzoin just a little bit. Okay, I smell it better on my skin. I smell the musk in here. I smell the vanilla now a little bit more. I smell the amber note as well. I smell the sandalwood a little bit, but this is not a creamy fragrance. Usually when I think of a sandalwood note, I think of something that's really going to be creamy. That's going to be like, you know, a little bit deeper, because that sandalwood gives things depthness. It gives things creaminess, but I'm not getting that at all in this. She's cute. She's cute. Like, would I buy this? No. I'm glad that I actually smelled it on me, because I was just going to blind buy this, and I'm glad that I didn't. I did see a couple of comments on some of the websites that I go on for perfumes and things like that. So I was thinking I may have that reaction. I was prepared for that. But again, on the skin, I do pick up those notes. But on the paper, I was not smelling anything. So if you're going to give this a try, definitely spray it on your skin. Give it a good wear test. Give it a chance, okay? Because it is pretty. It is very soft. Now, is it expressive? Like, do I think people around me are going to smell this? No, maybe people sitting right next to me is going to smell this, but it's not going to be like a projector of like 3 feet. I would say the projection on this is probably about a 4.5, and that's being nice. It's cute though. Okay, I'm sorry if you can hear the noise. Like, it's so noisy right now. It gets so frustrating, y'all, because it's so quiet until I want to film. But the more it dries down on my skin, the more I can smell the notes, okay? This is a pretty fragrance. I'm going to have to give this like a legitimate, fair, real wear test. So like I said, let me know in the comments down below if that's something that you're interested in. It's very pretty, but it's very soft. Like, to me, I would classify this as a skin scent. I would definitely not say that it's expressive or that it's going to project. It's about a 4.5. So if that's something that you're looking for, it is very pretty. I would say it's very feminine. It does lean feminine. So it's cute. She's real cute. Okay, now this is the one that I'm most excited about. Milk. I cannot wait to try this. I have heard so much about this fragrance. I've heard that it is creamy, milky goodness, and I am always looking for a beautiful lactonic fragrance. So I am super, super excited about this one. It's described as sweet, lactonic, and powdery. Let's see her. Okay, before I smell it, let me give you the notes, okay? The notes on this one are milk. That is the top note. And so that's why I'm expecting it to be super lactonic and creamy, okay? Do not disappoint me. You better not disappoint me, okay? I have high hopes for you. The middle notes are marshmallow, natural musk. I love marshmallow and perfumes, marshmallow and lactonic fragrances, sweet whipped cream, all that stuff is so good. This does not have whipped cream, but it's milk, marshmallow, natural musk, tonka bean, and mahogany. Okay, mahogany, we gonna see what you're working with. So let's spray her. Oh, okay. When I first smell it, it fills my nose up. Okay, it's very enveloping. It's very rich. It's very creamy. And it's very sweet. I'm starting to get the mahogany now. Oh, this is a good one, y'all. Okay. Oh my goodness, it's so good. It's creamy, it's lactonic, it's sweet, it's woody. Oh my goodness. I would definitely say this is expressive. The projection on this seems like it'll be about a 6.5. So it's not going to be a screamer. It's not going to be in your face at all. People will be able to smell you. If you walk by, your sillage and your scent trail is going to be delicious. It's going to be super sweet and creamy. Let me spray this on my skin because this is the one that I genuinely want to get, like, I want to let it develop on my skin because, like I said, I have been super excited about this fragrance. I have heard so much about this fragrance. And so I am like living in this moment. I am living in this moment. Very, very sweet. Very sweet. Not sweet like Love Don't Be Shy. Not sweet like Oriana. But you know what? Like, as like 2 minutes in, as it starts to dry down, it's really aromatic. Like, it's almost kind of like a molecular perfume. It's aromatic. It fills the air with the spiciness of it. There's no spicy notes in here, but there's wood, there's mahogany. The mahogany is pretty strong too. Once it dries down, I get that tonka bean, I get the mahogany. So it's woody, it's sweet, it's creamy, it's all of those good things, honey. So this is a really pretty one. I am super interested in giving it a full wear test, seeing like all the juicy details. Okay, I need to like really dig deep into this one because it is really pretty. As it dries down, you get that mahogany really strongly. Okay, the mahogany is very, very strong in the dry down. So the sweetness kind of disappears and then it becomes this woody fragrance. So is it lactonic? Is it creamy? In the opening, yes. I wish it stayed that way all the way through. Now I have This Is Her by Zadig and Voltaire. And that one is creamy, it's lactonic, and it kind of stays that way the entire time that you wear the fragrance. It doesn't dry down into a deep woody fragrance at all. But this one, definitely, I would say be careful. If you're expecting something that's just lactonic and creamy all the way through the whole time you're wearing it, this is not that. This is not that at all. It's creamy and sweet in the opening. The opening is juicy and creamy and delicious. But then the dry down is very, very woody. That mahogany is pretty much all I smell now. I smell the mahogany. I smell the tonka bean. I smell a little bit of the musk in the dry down. So there you have it. Milk by Commodity. Beautiful fragrance. Sweet, lactonic, and creamy in the beginning. The dry down is very, very woody. She changes absolutely completely. It smells like you put on 2 different perfumes. It smells like creamy, lactonic, marshmallowy goodness. And then 10 minutes later, it smells like a deep, woody fragrance. In the beginning, it leans very, very feminine. And in the end, it leans a tad bit masculine. Okay, those are my opinions. I think it's beautiful. I would definitely buy this and have this in my collection. The projection is good. The sillage is good. I think the scent trail would be absolutely beautiful, but you have to be into a woody fragrance. Don't go into this expecting just a creamy lactonic goodness. It does definitely give wood vibes. Okay, now we're getting into the bold scent space. Okay, this is supposed to be a beast mode fragrance. The sillage on these are supposed to be really, really strong. It's supposed to fill a room. Okay, that's what their bold scent space is supposed to be. So Velvet Plus and Moss Plus. The plus stands for bold. Okay, so Velvet and Moss, these are the ones that are supposed to be the strongest and projecting. We're gonna see. Okay, first let's go in with Velvet. Now this is described as a woody rose vanilla. It's also supposed to be warm and spicy, but we gonna see. You know I'm gonna let you know, okay? If I can get it out of the package. Okay, let's see here. The notes on this one are cloves, almond, coconut nectar, vanilla flower, rose petals, heliotrope, white woods, black amber, and birch. Okay, so I'm expecting this to be woody. I'm expecting it to be spicy, nutty. Let's see. Velvet. I'm also expecting it to be smooth with that name, honey. Very, very woody. I'm mostly getting the bottom notes. I'm getting birch, I'm getting white wood, I'm getting black amber also. Yeah, to me, this is really just a woody fragrance. I pick up the rose a tiny bit, but it's not really strong in there. It's not a floral note, really. It's not floral at all. It's mostly wood. I smell the cloves for sure. I don't smell the almonds that much. I'm not picking up a nuttiness at all. I don't really smell that coconut nectar. I don't really smell the vanilla either. Let me spray this on my skin because right now I just smell wood. I just smell wood right now, and I really want to give a fair shot to all of these perfumes. So I'm gonna let's spray it on my skin. Let's see. Wood. I'm getting those bottom notes. Those bottom notes are strong. It doesn't develop to me. Like I like when a fragrance develops, like it starts out here and then when it dries down, it develops into something, but you can still smell the top, middle, and bottom notes. I want to smell all of my notes at some point in a fragrance. So just smelling the bottom notes is kind of disappointing. I'm not going to lie. This definitely smells a little bit smoky. Yeah, this to me leans masculine. I love a woody note. I adore a woody note, okay? But this is straight up woods. Like, I don't know why this is called velvet. It should just be called woods. And that would be perfectly fine because then I would expect that. But she's cute. I would definitely say the projection is bolder than Commodity Gold and Milk. But is it a screamer? Is it a Be Small fragrance? No. Will people smell you? For sure, because you're going to be distinguishable. You're going to smell like woods. You're going to smell really earthy. So people are going to definitely pick up those notes. They're going to know that you're the one that's smelling like that, because it's not something that is like an everyday run-in-the-mill kind of perfume. It is very, very different. Now, I would say this is super good if you want to layer this with something. Say you have something that's too sweet for you. You have something that's too vanilla. You have something that's a little too marshmallowy. I would say this will be perfect to layer with that, because then you'll deepen it up. You'll make it a little bit more woody. You'll turn it into a woody vanilla. You'll turn it into a lactonic, creamy, woody fragrance. So this I would love just to layer with other things. Yeah, she's very smoky, very woody, straight up woody, smoky notes. But for what it is, I think it's very pretty. Okay, the last one is Commodity Moss, and this is also a part of the bold scent space. So this is supposed to be like stronger and project more than the other fragrances in the personal and the expressive scent space. Okay, so let's give her a try. This one is described as citrusy, aromatic, and mossy, which I would expect no less because it's called moss. But yeah, let me see. Get my little tester strip. Thank you, Commodity, for providing the tester strips for the these, because I mean, like, if you're buying the sampler set, it's because you want to sample it. So I love when brands think ahead and they provide you with the tester strips, because obviously you want to test it out. So let's see here. Very mossy, very citrusy, super, super pretty. Okay. The notes on this one are bergamot, petitgrain, LME. I've never heard of an LME note. Oak moss, orange blossom, eucalyptus. There's white musk, cedar, cashmere wood, and amber in here. Definitely pick up on that bergamot. I get the moss, but it's not like I would expect this to be super, super mossy because it's called moss, but I feel like it's a little like the citrus note and the moss note are kind of balancing each other. So it's citrusy, but it's also mossy. They're equally holding up the fragrance. Very pretty. Whenever I smell a mossy fragrance, I think of Chloe Nomad, especially Nomad Absolute, because Chloe Nomad Absolute is very mossy. It's a super mossy fragrance. It's very earthy. And so that's definitely what I pick up on this. It's a very pretty fragrance. I would say, does it lean feminine or masculine? I definitely think it's unisex. The citrus makes it possibly feminine, but then the moss makes it feminine and masculine. I feel like this is very unisex. I think a man or woman could wear this and nobody even think twice about it. But if I have to give it a percentage, I would say it's 55% masculine, 45% feminine. So it leans a tad bit masculine, but that's okay, honey, because I love fragrance. So whether it's masculine or feminine, I'm going to wear what I want to wear. Very pretty. I would say the projection on this one is probably, if you overspray, you can make it about a 7. It could be a beast mode fragrance. If you prep your skin, if you spray yourself down, if you overspray, definitely this will fill up a room. I would definitely say that. It's super pretty though. If you are into a mossy kind of fragrance or earthy kind of fragrance, then you would like this for sure. Okay, so if I had to sum up my thoughts on the commodity scent space, I would say my favorite out of the 6 that I've tried are Milk and Gold. And I can absolutely see why those are the ones that are the most talked about. They are very pretty. They're very kind of middle of the line. They're not so bold and so out there with the notes that the average run-of-the-mill person wouldn't enjoy it. But then they're not so soft and so plain that they'd be boring. So definitely Commodity and Milk are the better ones that in my opinion. Now, the more Gold sat on my skin, the more Milk sat on my skin, the better it became. So it kind of developed and started blending in with my skin chemistry. They are very pretty. I do think these are the prettiest out of all of the ones that I've tried. They're more middle of the line. They're more crowd pleasing than the other 4. Now, is it worth the coin? I would say, yeah, it's worth a coin. I think they're very pretty. I think they're different enough to where you can have both of them in your collection. Commodity Gold is very soft, very pretty. It's very feminine. Commodity Milk is also feminine, but then it dries down into this deep, rich, woody kind of fragrance. So I think I might end up getting them both. They're both so pretty, you guys. I do, like I said, want to give them a good fair wear test. Now, keep in mind, I don't have on any lotion. I do that every time I test fragrances because I want to give them a full, honest review. I want to let you guys know what they smell like without anything interfering with the perfume. So I don't know how long they're going to last, again, because I haven't done that full wear test. But just with my initial thoughts and these last maybe 20-25 minutes that these have been drying down on my skin, I would say they're super pretty. I would highly recommend Gold and Milk because for what they are, they're very different. And if you're looking for something from the Commodity Fragrance House, then those are the 2 that are going to be your safest bet. So yeah, those are my thoughts and my initial review of the Commodity Fragrance House. They're clean fragrances. I love what they're trying to do. And so I did absolutely want to give them a try. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you all. Are you subscribed to me on SheLoves_fragrance? If not, please head over to Instagram and subscribe to SheLoves_fragrance because that is where I post all of my fragrance content. Also, please like this video, share the video, hit that notification bell so that you're notified every time I post a video because I don't have a posting schedule yet. I just make videos when I can because I work full time. This is just a passion of mine. I love fragrance. I love beauty. I love reaching out to people. I love encouraging people. I love doing all those things. And so YouTube is just like the best way for me to do that. And so please hit the notification bell. That way, whenever I post something, you're notified because I am all over the place. I'm not really consistent on here yet. I'm trying my best, but yeah, this is what I got. So thank you again for watching. Like, comment, share, subscribe. And until next time, I love you, love you, love you, love you.